there's probably so many people to thank, I'd be way over my time allotment, so I'm just going to start here today. But I am going to thank the reason I'm here, and that would be the students and everybody supporting our students, because without our students and graduates here today, there'd be no reason for me here today, so thank you. And first, I'm going to have to disappoint a few of you. There will be no technology and or drones today in this presentation, although I did think about it. And additionally, I have to say, when Sister Joan called me up, I first thought she was asking me over for supper. And only when I realized what she was asking me to speak here to you today, I was quite shocked. So anyway, I am an occupational therapist, an OT for short. And as an OT, as all OTs, we strive for occupational justice, which is basically and simply the belief that every individual has the right to a fulfilled, wonderful life. I will also, for those who are unaware of what an OT is, and say the best description I've ever heard is it is a profession where you can help an individual do what they have to do or what they want to do. Additionally, I'm going to say it's a profession I think I've been looking for most of my life, and one I found right here at St. Ambrose. So, as an OT, I have seen and experienced what can happen to a family caring for an individual after a life-changing episode. I have witnessed the sacrifice families endure to care for an individual in need. Relationships that used to be husband and wife, parent and child, and even sibling and sibling are turned into caregiver and client. All hopes and dreams are transformed into fears and concerns. We now have data finding depression presenting up to 70% of family caregivers. 70%. I know Helen Keller wrote that we would never know patience or courage if we only knew joy. Unfortunately, the amount of courage and patience needed today is often just bankrupting our families. Over the years, yes, I've had to innovate many pieces of equipment and devices just to empower those individuals. A philosophy that has guided me, and one I often repeat to my students, is that anything is possible, no matter how improbable. And thanks to a wonderful, generous gift from the O'Rourke family, our Assistive Technology House, or Jim's Place, is such a resource where this innovation takes place. I know Jim O'Rourke's motivation was to never give up. And I truly believe that because, of course, anything is possible. They're so similar. I invited a family here today to share this day with me, because they also believe that nothing is impossible. I met Sherry and John Moran 20 years ago. It's hard to believe 20 years now. And unfortunately, Sherry could not make this today. She's feeling a little under the weather. But when I first met Sherry, multiple sclerosis had stolen the use of her arms and legs. However, she writes books, controls her world. And years ago, when being interviewed by some of our students, she told those students she didn't even feel handicapped. Now that is the power of faith, family, and technology. You guys are my heroes. No. And I know it's strange to group faith and family with technology, but that's really the power of the tools available to us today. With the right tools and skills, well, anything is possible. For our graduates here today, this is a day worthy of celebration. Your dedication and development will provide great returns into your investment into yourselves. You are already well upon your way in developing your own specialized toolbox of specialized skills and knowledge that you will use to overcome your own impossible challenges. To assist you in overcoming these challenges, I once heard of a simple equation that states if you have knowledge, wisdom, and discipline, then anything is possible. Through your experiences here at St. Ambrose, I know you have gained knowledge. and yet so very much more. Even though Albert Einstein once stated that wisdom was not a product of schooling, he stated it was a lifelong attempt to acquire it. I have to believe that if Mr. Einstein had experienced all of your service projects and all of your rich experiences here at St. Ambrose, he may have changed that quote some. I also think that equation of knowledge, wisdom, and discipline to accomplish anything is powerful, and yet just too simple. I'm going to add 3 more ingredients to that, which are almost interchangeable. That is faith, family, and passion. Faith in your beliefs and faith in the knowledge that you are part of something much greater than yourselves. Family, of course, the one you're born to, or the one you find along your way. And of course, that includes your St. Ambrose family. And passion. Passion is so important because it sets your path, your course in this world. So remember, to your own self be true, and be sure it's your own passion that you're following. And please do not worry too much about those course corrections that you may experience as your path changes on your journey, because it's usually just wisdom at work. It might even be a course correction that brought you here to St. Ambrose. I know mine happened when I was 35 years old, and I was accepted to the St. Ambrose Occupational Therapy program here. Whatever path you choose, remember that the acquisition of knowledge, wisdom, and skills is not what you find at the end of your destination, but it's what empowers you on your journey. At St. Ambrose, justice and ethics are woven into the very fabric of your experiences here. I will ask of you to take a careful look at those challenges and those potential solutions through that simple lens of justice. A potential solution that is not justice for all is simply not a solution. Looking at things as being purely just or unjust will certainly clarify any situation for you. Even though as an OT I deal mostly with occupational justice, it's the same for social justice or even environmental justice. Justice for all will bring peace for all. In closing today, I will ask again to take with you that message that nothing is impossible, no matter how improbable. As proof, well, I can only offer myself standing in front of you today. And I can guarantee to you that if most of my high school instructors were aware of this fact today, they would be in complete agreement that nothing is impossible. Thank you very much.